my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name's Lisa. Today's reaction video is going to be a Nick Nittoli reaction. Haven't reacted to Nick Nittoli in a long time. It feels like it's forever. So I thought I would do one. I think I had one or two people asking me to react to more Nick Nittoli music. So here I am reacting to some more. This is the official music video for his track Happy. Very much looking forward to getting into Nick Nittoli again. It's like I say, it's been a while, so I'm interested to see what this one is all about. Just where I've got it up on my laptop here. It looks like a very colourful set, so this will be interesting. Nick Nittoli is always interesting with his visuals and his music videos and stuff like that, and his kind of his take on just the whole look of the video and what he wants to put across. So yeah, this should probably be another interesting Nick Nittoli one. So without further ado, let's get into this one and see what he has for us. Here we go.
Happy, not sad, even though this shit's real bad. Yeah, you know that I'm happy, not sad, even though this shit's real bad. Yeah, you know that I'm happy, not sad, even though this shit's real bad. Yeah, you know that I'm happy, not sad, even though this shit's real bad. Yeah, you know that I'm seeing bombs drop on other nations. Little boys growing up without their arms and legs, man. Fuck, when I was growing up, niggas was outside fucking skating. Someone blessed me to keep both my legs, man. So what the fuck's this nigga saying? Maybe there's some more that we could change, man. The mirror only works when you face it. The problem ain't the world when it's vacant. Or maybe there's just more to being grateful. Maybe we could try to turn the tables. Maybe there's just more that we could say still. Maybe we don't always need a label. Maybe we don't always gotta make this shit racial. Since when is any crime not hateful? Maybe you could tell me what the fuck all of those grades were for. You don't remember what I got? Oh, cause it stuck to me like staples. Stop worshiping cable. You got so much work to do on you, your fucking day's full. So let's all start a trend and turn to the first person while you're listening, and tell them that you love them, that you're glad to be their friend, and make this world a better place while you're living in it. Okay. I'm happy, not sad, even though this shit's real bad. Yeah, you know that I'm happy, not sad, even though this shit's real bad. Yeah, you know that.
I just want to pause it there just to give my first impressions. Now, I mean, I know I was kind of like chuckling the fact that he was standing there in this really colourful set and he was holding like these little sort of toy military stuff like soldiers and tanks and things like that, because it just looked funny. Like I thought, what is he going to come out with? You know, what's this gonna be about? But then it turns serious, like literally right from the get-go. He's talking about, you know, the whole thing to do with wars and things like that going on all across the world, and people fighting and committing crime and hurting each other and killing each other, and also talking about sort of looking inward at yourself and changing yourselves before you can even think about sort of changing anything in the world. You know, just basically being a better person in general in order to make a change in the world around you. And I love that. I love the fact that although this is kind of a very serious topic in the sense that, you know, it's talking about, you know, war and death and destruction and kind of bad stuff and whatever that's going on, at the same time I love that he's actually drawing attention to this, but in his own way. Normally with Nick Nittoli, the stuff that I've seen up until now has been quite fun and sort of light-hearted and upbeat and just almost like messing around in front of the camera, just literally turning the camera on and just saying, right, I'm just going to roll with whatever comes out. And this is completely different. It's a different feel. Like it really hits home, I think, because of his delivery. It's kind of done in a sort of a lightish way in terms of like the colourful backdrop and things like that, and it draws your eye to it. But then obviously you get to hear the lyrics and you think, wow, okay, he's making some great points, he's speaking some truth, he's talking sense, and wow, I really love this. I love the fact that he's drawing attention to stuff like this, and I don't know whether he's done that in any of his other songs. There are still quite a few Nick Nittoli songs I think that I still need to react to, but this one is the first one that I have ever heard of him kind of talking about stuff like this in this way, you know, in quite a serious way, but at the same time it's a total contrast to the backing and how he's dressed and his look and stuff, where it's very sort of light and airy and almost like a happy feel. And then, you know, it sort of like draws you in, and then he starts talking about stuff like this, so he kind of gets your attention with this stuff, and then, you know, visually, and then he hits you with some truths, cold hard truths. And I love everything that he said about sort of, you know, looking in the mirror and changing yourself and working on yourself. Like he said something on the lines of, you know, working on yourself. I don't know why you're addicted to cable, because working on yourself should take up basically your whole day. Like that should be, obviously focus on other stuff around you and have fun and yeah, enjoy life. But at the same time, make sure you put in the work to change yourself and to look inward and kind of change the things that you don't like about yourself, work on the things that you don't like about yourself, change the things that you can change, and then hopefully the world around you, the people around you, will change along with that. And sometimes that means letting go of people, saying goodbye to people that don't fit you anymore, the person that you are or the person that you end up becoming. And sometimes you keep hold of those people because you know the ones that are good for you, the ones that are good to have around. And at the same time, you obviously have other people, new people, that are a better fit for you than what perhaps some others were. And it's important, I think, to surround yourself with people who think the same way as you do, and sort of bring positivity instead of negativity into your life. And the things that happen around you. And so important. I love the fact that he's kind of saying all this stuff. So yeah, totally different to what I've heard from Nick Nittoli so far up until this point. Really loving it. Love this whole new vibe. So let's carry on and just see what else he has to say.
I'm happy, not sad. Even though the shit's real bad, yeah, you know that I'm happy, not sad.
Yeah, I am.
Even though the shit's real bad, yeah, you know that I'm
talking about how good his life
Still
is.
always trying to see the positive. America's the greatest rapper, always dropping bombs again. They still making money from the jails like Monopoly.
Wow.
It's really blood money, but I wonder who is profiting. Those tanks look expensive, I wonder who is pocketing. They'll never tell us shit, we just wonder where the rocket is.
Wow.
But it's up to you to stop this shit. End up having real Star Wars like Chewbacca did. End up with your body never found Jimmy Hoffa shit. Shout out to the artist who risked everything to drop a hint. I can only do so much, so you hear me dropping it. Look into the mirror, find out who the fuck the problem is. Make a change in you, that's the only way to solve this shit. Don't let them separate you into Democrats or lobbyists. We're all just people, why I gotta state the obvious. I got this way of life, I'm always glad and you can copy it. I'm
happy, not sad.
Love that.
Even though the shit's
Love
real
it.
bad, yeah, you know
just
that
come
I'm
down to being
happy,
human,
not
not
sad.
what political party you
Even though the
support,
shit's
and
real bad,
just-
yeah, you know that I'm
just
happy,
so much division
not
in the world.
sad.
It
Even
should
though the
just be a
shit's
case of
real
what we're
bad, yeah,
human.
you know that
All
I'm
human beings treat
happy,
each other
not
decently.
sad. Even though the shit's real bad, yeah, you know that I'm happy.
Love that. Absolutely awesome. That was brilliant, like brilliantly done, just brilliantly delivered, and just very kind of chilled out and nothing too crazy to distract from what he was saying, but the message was really, really strong. And that to me is what hip hop should be about. I think it's sort of spoken word. It's a form of art in itself. And although, like I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of modern day hip hop, at the same time, obviously I do like some hip hop artists. They're the ones that have something really important to say, and they educate people, and they make people stop and think and ask questions and look at things from a totally different perspective. Even if you don't agree with that person or every single thing that person says, you know, as long as it gets you thinking and asking questions and trying to look at things from a different angle and just putting yourself in someone else's shoes, I think that should be what hip hop is about. And like I say, because it has such a huge fan base, such a huge following, it's more important than any other genre of music, I think, really, to make points like this, to ask questions like this, to address situations with regards to society and the whole like race issue and division and mental health awareness and LGBTQ plus issues and all things like that. Just it shouldn't become sort of, you know, who belongs to which political party. it sadly it has, and I suppose some people say, well, that's inevitable because, you know, different parties believe in different things, but at the end of the day, like he said, we're all human. You know, why this division? We're all human beings, every single one of us, and we should treat each other with respect, treat each other how you want to be treated. And if you don't want to be treated with hate and intolerance and bigotry, then why would you treat anybody else like that? So I love the fact that he's making all these points. I love the fact that he did a track like this, and I would love to think that he's actually done more songs like this. Maybe I will find out, or maybe you guys can let me know or give me some suggestions of more songs like this, because this is absolutely brilliant. I love to hear this from Nick Nittoli. It's great that he sort of like has fun in a lot of his videos, a lot of his songs, and you know, I've kind of reacted to a few of them in the past, and I've sort of like giggled about it because he's just kind of out there. He's a bit crazy. He's a bit he's a bit sort of, you know, just kind of bright colours and you know, just crazy stuff in his videos, but at the same time he's definitely eye-catching, and doing things like this, he makes you sit up and pay attention. And we need more hip-hop artists within that genre of music to make tracks like this. Like he said, shout out to those artists that were brave enough to actually make a track about this. Yeah, shout out to him, shout out to people like NF and Dax and Tom McDonald and Hopsin and all of those kind of artists that aren't afraid to stand up and say, look, these are the questions that we should be asking. You know, we want answers, and these are the issues that we should be addressing, not how many women you're going to sleep with and how many pills you're going to pop and how many vodkas or whiskies you're going to down at the weekend and pass out or end up in jail, or, you know, wake up in some strange person's bed or anything like that. It should be societal issues and global issues like this that we should be addressing within hip-hop. That artists should be addressing within hip-hop, and throwing out to the masses and making people stop and think. And I think actually it would change a lot of people's perspective if more artists did this within this genre. I think there would be a lot of changes, I think, because like I say, it's such a huge influence on society and on people that listen to music. It has such a huge following, and it's probably the most important genre. I feel it's the most important genre, certainly right now, today, because it could just do so much. It could just influence so many people for the better in a positive way. So yeah, I absolutely loved this. I thought it was brilliant. Fair play to Nick Nittoli for doing a track like this. I really, really hope there's a few more out there like it. Like I say, if you know of any that are kind of similar to this, then please, you know, obviously drop them in the comments below, the suggestions that, you know, of the songs that, you know, that are similar to this that you would like me to react to, because yeah, I could definitely hear more of Nick doing stuff like this. Absolutely brilliant. Love this. So if you loved it too, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with more reactions, hopefully from Nick Nittoli coming very soon, and reactions to other artists on Thursdays and Sundays, and also Tom McDonald music every Tuesday for Tom McDonald Tuesday. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.
You're making it brighter right through the gray.